There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Rogue Trader. Last time, last time I killed an Elder God. It's been a weird fucking day, man. Strange times we live in, chat. Strange times indeed. Strange times, as it turns out. The High Lord Inquisitor could be bullshitting. Say it isn't so. But anyway, yes, chat. So today, we're gonna go see what the Lord Inquisitor's all about, and hopefully get to chapter fucking 5 finally. But for now, oh boy. Your ladyship, a cryptic message arrived from Kava Gamma. The fabricator sensor reports that they have beheld the eye of the divine. Request details from your less devout servants, and they clarify that the inquest group which has been investigating the many inexplicable events that have taken place on the planet, followed a trail of mysterious binary harmonics and came upon an ancient and abandoned data complex. The manufacturer, the size of the communication line, contains a gargantuan data loom. The victim's markings show that it is designation, or should I say, has a rather menacing name, is Nal Capel. Or Nal Kappa. Nal Kaf is immersed in a secret astrogational calculations that showed no inclination to make contact. Tech priests were connected to it, were punished for the intrusion with a lethal injection of their motive force. The only thing we have managed to find out is the spirit of the data loom is not bound with the vows of compliancy that would normally restrain a machine spirit of such power. This astoundingly mighty entity bows to no one, driven only by its own aims. Holy shit, what? Okay. So what is this abandoned complex? It is an ancient production facility far older than the colony itself. Some assembly lines bear the marks of the Cognizance fleet. Perhaps the first explorers who came to Coruscant set up the station on a yet uninhabited planet. And eventually, the station has been consumed by the developing industrial colony and eventually forgotten. It is possible that whatever plans they had for it were so clandestine that its creators' deaths ended up casting it into oblivion. The catalog contains no data to support this hypothesis. It does, however, contain the designation Now Kafel. The Now Kafel initiative was a project from the fabled Archmagos Opticon 107, whose function was the initial exploration of the Chronos expanse. All information on this project was removed from the catalog as per the fleet's conclave's decree following permissible hearing 16. By the same decree, Archmagos Opticon 107 was stripped of his title as the conclave's Procurator Supremus. I want to know more about the data loom. What is it? A sacred computational mechanism of great power. Its body is vast, and the wisdom and mantle of its machine spirit would befit an imperial titan. Machines of such might and splendor are kept gradually hidden from the eyes of the laity and worshipped on certain planets as great Lagos oracles, sacred angels of the Omnissiah, or demigods. Now Kafel's structure includes remarkable pieces of aerotech, parts of it extending far throughout Kavagama like a void kraken's tentacle. We now know where the warp transmitter modified by Cubus Delphine came from must have been part of this mechanism. The data angel that we encountered earlier were born from its computational might. Full of vigor, they soar into its computational aura, which radiates into the novosphere. Their response to our presence has been favorable thus far. Because your servants have been monitoring the execution of Procedure OC, they rather boldly believe they had gained some insight into certain patterns of the super calculation. They claim that they could help an understanding with Nal Kaffa, or defeat it in battle. Just rip the fucker in half. And is what it might be calculating? We have a hypothesis, according to which Nal Kaffa can see into the warp, similar to a navigator. Any interaction between technology and the warp is, as you are well aware, kept under the careful supervision of the Adeptus Mechanicus, so you can imagine just how unique this mechanism is. According to the Magi, it can calculate routes through the immaterium without rest or the fear of corruption. Given the fact that it has no human soul, they claim that its power is comparable to that of a Navigator of the Navigator House. Apparently, Procedure OC was initiated by this mechanism to integrate Magi with high psychic potential in order to expand its own computational capacity. Currently, its calculations, operating at full capacity, are approaching completion. We assume the perfect execution of Procedure OC contributed to this. Have we tried talking to it? The Great Calculator seems different to mortals, expressed a lack of desire to interact with us or destroy us. The Tech Priest reached out to Nal Kaffa once more using certain excerpts from the doctrines of Procedure OC, and the machine's reaction was benign. It showed no hostility. What do my advisors think? The great machine spirit that identifies itself as Nal Kaffa bears potential as a valuable ally, one that could be replaced. The need for navigators comprised of fallible flesh. We must make contact with this holy entity, for to do so is to honor the Omnissiah's tenets. That the Tech Priest who had the audacity to disturb Nal Kaffa were deprived of their motive force is a testament to the might of its data voice. I hold the knowledge to create a mediator that could interface with the fearsome machine spirit and ease the burden of its revelations on unprepared minds. If it ever stares into the warp, then it's vulnerable to attacks from the warp. Never thought I'd suggest something like this, but if we were to make that machine obey us, we should assault it through the immaterium. A navigator data loom? This abomination makes a mockery of every navigator's house legacy. The very fact of its existence is profoundly sickening and vile. Now Kaffa must be destroyed post-haste. Let me send word to the other navigator houses. They'll waste no time in dispatching their forces to destroy this monstrosity. You can minus 55 all you want. I'm gonna make a fucking alliance with the toaster. Things Woden never thought she'd be saying for 100, John. I'll make an alliance with my fucking toaster. Many Magi lost their lives trying to make contact with the great machine spirit before it noticed how frail their bodies and minds were before its might. Taking pity upon the servants of the Omnissiah, it softened its data voice. Tech Priest then entreated the great spirit to forge an alliance with the rogue trader. And now Kaffa answered, halting its sacred calculations. It bestowed its favor upon the supplicants, with its tireless, unblinking eye observing the warp currents. Many a traveler had been saved from peril. Cool. Oh, yes. Right, well, time to go back to talk to the Lord Inquisitor about his fucking shenanigans. It's I literally have nothing else to do to put it off. Just avoid collision. We'll be fine. My god, getting this fucking place is exercise of futility. Oh, that's because I went to... because I was trying to go to the place I don't want to be. There we go. Let's see here. Alright. Let's go talk to the big man. Yo, Calcazar. We got some words. How can I be of use, your ladyship? Heirs of Cronus, we were too late. Then talk at your word, I will track down that monk-hide to the ends of the galaxy. The hall bears the marks of cleanup, quick, thorough, and unceremonious. Smell of ash from burned reports hangs in the air. If returns the Lord Inquisitor's stay at the palace has been destroyed, and the remainder of the elderly servant sticking out like a nail amid the empty space. Where's Calcazar? Lord Inquisitor is away on an urgent mission. Foster's voice matches his stark, unhelpful reply. He's been here then. The master has no need of my services on his present expedition. I was tasked with cleaning up. As soon as the conversation turns to Kalxar, deferential and ecstatic overtones brighten the servant's dry voice. I want to know where he went. I was instructed to tell your ladyship that the Lord Inquisitor advises against making that inquiry. Your outrageously rude words are spoken in an impeccably polite tone. Adelard's face turns deep red. You blasted! With visible effort, he swallows an insult he was about to spit out. Woden, I am offering you my services as an interrogator should you find it necessary to extract the information you need from this reluctant individual. Damn, Henry, my boy. Woden, I can see that this Monkai is disinclined to speak. Let me have my way with him. Hendrix, kindly get him to talk. Hendrix turns to Foster and raises a hand. Otherworldly cold envelops you. I will only ask you this question once. No. Foster's voice breaks along with the resolve and his legs give out under the unseen influence of biomancy. Mr. von Calyx, stop! I have seen your work firsthand. I know what is left of the people you interrogate. Porta Septum. Dimensional Gate. Most sensible of you, old man. Good. Go on. Hendrix and I are sparing your life. You won't stop my master anyway. Don't follow him. Better run away.
It's about time.
An entire group of people salute you. Most of them, an escort of honor consisting of members of retinues, associates, securities, bodyguards, and assorted others, bow deeply to you and shout their greetings. Making a lot of noise, it appears the news of your impending departure has already spread throughout the station. Leaving us, are you, your ladyship? Vladimir Turkos once again is clean, decorous, imperial bureaucratic personnel, as the cutthroat who carved himself a bloody path back in the Legion's throne never existed. May my flock tell me the rogue trader von Valancius is going off on a long expedition. In righteous foot to let you go without a blessing on the journey. Communication, interaction, option unlocked. Purpose of data exchange, strengthening ties and delivering a gift, material assets, a donation to an ally. We barely got the news the Lord Inquisitor had left his cozy footfall perch, and now you're going on a long journey too? Rins continually. Oh, I might as well have seen an old acquaintance. An Imperial Navy uniform folds his hand slightly into Aquila. It's an audio ship. I'm here on my superior's orders to pay my respects to House von Valancius. Come to wish me good luck too, Vladimir? Yes, your ladyship. With my organization, I would like to express our regret that we've been unable to establish a productive business relationship. But that, I hope, is a temporary complication, and you will eventually see the potential and promise of what we can offer you. Keep up the good work, but remember, you're running your business under my protection. Have no doubt in my memory, your ladyship. House von Valancius can always count on getting a worthy percentage of my organization's income as thanks for your generous patronage. Is supposed to be the only thing you came here to do, Chaplain? I don't even know. You were never particularly interested in our mission, so you may as well think of me as some old voidsman who come to pay his respects, not a clergyman. So from one conqueror of the void to another. Good luck. May the Emperor help you in your undertaking. May Durus, the warrior, grant you good fortune in battle, and good thrust to your engines. Why'd you come, Opticon? This unit is indignant at the fact that the links of sufficient high priority have not been established between the House von Valancius and the Cognizant Fleet. The fuck you mean? You guys love me. While unable to place any research assets at the disposal of House von Valancius, this unit prays, is counting on the reliability of the protection that your expedition will be successful. Farewell, my comrade. Remember Efris 2. Request approved. Information concerning the joint cleansing of the sacred world cataloged under high-value data. Hey, so are you here to discuss business, or just here to wish me good luck? I wish you good luck. You avoided doing business with the Fellowship of the... I just didn't do business with anyone, I guess. But perhaps that may change in the future. When you're back and your hold is bursting with trophies, you can find me at the Amasec. Drinks are on me. Shenanigans while I'm away. I'll have you strung up. I hope you don't forget old Razor. You know how, pick a softer rope for old time's sake. What are your orders? Fuck what? My command has asked me to let you know they have a strong value of allyship with House von Valancius. At this time, we have not managed to build a powerful alliance. They believe that we'll be able to strengthen our treaties and bring the light of the Imperium to the Expanse going on someday. Protect the Expanse while I'm away. We will not forget our duty, your ladyship. These stars will be ours. It's time to go. Farewell, everybody. Multitude of voices answer you with good luck wishes, blessings, and parting advice and words of respect, shouting over each other, but alike in their sincerity. For a second, you feel especially clear that you will likely not see any of these people ever again. May never be coming back, chat. I do find it really funny though that they're like, you may never see any of these people again. It's like, I'd never met the fucking Imperial officers. Apparently they love me.
Victory awaits!
Ladyship, for a long expedition ahead of us, it would be reasonable to replenish supplies, ammunition, spare parts, better equipment. Who knows what we're about to face? I already have everything we need. Let's go. That will be done, your ladyship. Oh, for fuck's sake, Alpha Gamma. You know, we're just going to figure shit out. But I would say if you weren't just a hop and a skip over. Can't leave you people alone for 5 seconds. A Void scout ship has arrived in the colony's orbit. Having returned from a long expedition, their hold is full of trophies and the Promethean tanks are nearly empty. I seldom self-feel to him. The explorers of the unknown paid well for the Prometheum and departed. Yo. That was it, huh? That was so fucking... That's what was so damn important. They had to call me up. God damn it. Well, Foulstone's just gonna have to deal with that. Well, you know what? I just don't give a shit. Point of no return, huh? Oh boy. Hey, Arlette, you know, we could all die tomorrow if you wanna.
Ilantak? What do you wish to talk about? The words of truth sound like... the outcast.
So I'm nervous because I think I missed getting with Yarlette and I have no fucking clue how I would have done that. Whatever. Oh, Captain. Our augurs are detecting energy currents of indeterminate nature within the dimensional gate. Appears to be active. We see a number of ships near the gate, and judging by their markings, they belong to the Lord Inquisitor Kalazar's personal squadron. Oh, Captain, don't take it as cowardice, but duty obliged me to ask. You realize this may end up being a one-way voyage, don't you? Crew, this is the Lord Cab speaking. Taking a ship in the unknown where danger lies and glory awaits. Are you with me? While you hear no response, the sounds are broken by the sound of heavy footfalls. The rhythmic stomping grows louder and louder. Thousands of feet strike the deck as if marching into oblivion under your banner. Well, you heard him. Onward. No matter where this journey holds for us, I'm ready. Yes, old Captain. There's waiting out there. Beware. Von Valancius is coming. Contact the ships at the gate. I'm coming through. Going message. You're entering an area clearly forbidden. Any attempt to approach the Xeno artifact will be considered an act of rebellion against the Emperor. Leave now or be destroyed. Lord Captain, would you prefer to send your reply with the help of Vox clerics or the main gun deck? Let's do the main gun deck. You hear the Lord Captain. Battle stations! Wait, what in the void is that? Some of the enemy ships are breaking formation in haste, regrouping and falling back to repel attack from the rear. Looks like someone has arrived to lend us a hand. It is now scattered. Now's the time to engage. Who the fuck is attacking? The orders detect ships marked with the code of Arms of House Winterscale. House Cordo is transmitting a Vox called all Inquisition forces. They guarantee safety if they surrender at once. Then we're striking too. Aw, shit, it's all the boys.
All stations, report when manned and ready.
Damn, I have quite the range on this ship now.
Fire the lance battery! Our enemies are weak, so are their defenders.
Set the course.
Fire right now!
Bloop.
Lead the whole crew across the stars. Onward!
And then evasion. Bloop.
Unleash our vengeful salvo.
Bullying. They're trying to bully my boy.
Nobody
Damn.
survives battle with this void ship. Set the course.
No escape codes detected. No emergency beacon detected.
Annihilate
No
them.
survivors detected.
Good.
Lead them.
The enemy's void shield has been nullified.
Well, in that case. Pathetic.
Onward. This one's going down. Face the judgment of the undying one. Unleash your vengeful salvo.
Yep.
Macro cannons fully.
The target's void shield has
The
been
time has come. Another salvo. The shields are destroyed.
Easy peasy.
is ours.
Lord Captain, we've been firing boarding torpedoes. Looks like the enemy has decided to take us down with a single decisive stroke. Let's fin them off in honest combat. Brace for impact. Yes, Lord Captain. Sound the alarm on deck. All crew members get ready to repel the boarders. The heavily armored woman's eyes you and sneers. A rogue traitor? That's a new notch on my gun stock. Never killed one of you before. Oh, Rasha, what made you think you had the right to invade the ship of one of the God Emperor's anointed? One Calyx. Wrong place, wrong time again. This time will be your last. And don't you dare lecture me on my actions defeat from the Creed. You're the one who proved yourself unfit for our cause. Alex, who am I about to kill? One of the Lord Inquisitor's acolytes. This is Ashara, the cleaner. She cleans up what has outlived its usefulness to Calcazar. Marching onto my bridge was a big mistake, bitch. Yes, it was. I was hoping to blow your ship's reactor and just send bits of you flying to the void. I'm going to enjoy this even more if I do it all myself.
Take a knee and bow before me.
I will fight if I must.
Damn, I can't level her up while we're in the middle of combat. Fuck. It's fine. She's pretty good. Regimental tactics. Rear line established. Front line established. this. Oh shit. I forgot that takes off our... yeah. Whatever.
I am not your Xenos pet, mortal.
Oh, I can put multiple of these on.
The shadows will see your soul be purged. Not by the work. Let your soul be purged.
One of that guy.
Honorable days. Trust me.
As the tenant's killing brings me no
Easy
pleasure.
peasy. I'll let you
Suits
serve
my
me.
purposes. Already done. Nothing I can't do. Another clean strike. Not a problem for me. Nothing I can't do.
Easy.
I am fear incarnate. Another strike. Watch and learn. Another clean strike.
No, you do it.
Done.
Let not the light
So now you do it too. It's fine.
sharp. It's a blessing. I shall not. It brings me no pleasure.
Weather the storm. Follow my lead.
Well, you tried.
Swift and silent. This tedium has been... No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Moving out.
Naturally.
And
At your
boom.
beck and call.
What?
It will be done. I took care of this one.
Nice. Oh boy, my favorite part, leveling. Perfect. Now loot all their shit. Poor bastards didn't even get a chance to fight. And I'm okay with that.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Like how she was talking such big shit as if she was anything compared to the fucking Void General. The enemy has been routed, your ladyship. Receiving Vox signals requesting that we admit a convoy of shuttles on board for an audience. I guess I've confirmed that the shuttles are unarmed and belong to the forces that aid us in battle. Do you wish to welcome these visitors? Bring them in. The fuck? Oh, there's Woden. I was like, where the fuck? I'm not on my chair. Sporting a holstered auto gun you have not seen before, Generous Dara clears his throat before he begins. You're reporting, good lord, Captain, the attackers on the ships have been repelled. Deck's been cleared for the trespassers. Hull breach has been, or are being mended. You have eminent visitors who wish to congratulate you on your victory. Calgos Winterskull has grown hollow-cheeked and pale, so with the graceful movements of a fierce predator, he now lurches like a lame bird. The augments in his broken back are unstable, are unable to make him feel as light-footed as he once was. Without tired sigh and as joyously, "Me again, Woden." Lucinda avoids locking eyes with you, cheeks twisted nervously, as she says, "Briefly suspend my exile in order to wish you luck on your travel." I see your your wounds couldn't stop you from paying me a call, big man. Takes more than a broken back to fix my bad temper. So why did you decide to interfere? Quit playing coy, Woden. You know very well why. I'm here because I owe you. Alas, Winterskill never find themselves in debt for long. Besides, I never liked Calcazar. Acknowledgement of me as a threat speaks to trustworthiness of your intention. Now that you've decided to take on Lord Inquisitor, I would much rather align myself with a tried and true ally than someone of dubious report. What do you mean to do next? Correct my mistakes. Save what's left of my protectorate. When the world's lost the Warpstorm Shrine, Xenos out, weed out the final dawn, negotiate peace with House Corda. Despite in which Calgo spits out the word peace makes it look at his old self just for a brief moment. Choose your new path with care. Now the single step brings excruciating pain. Be very cautious with the paths that I choose. Greetings to you, Isadina. Now that you're no longer hunting heretics, you have much more time on your hands. Much has changed in my ruling of Footfall. Why'd you side with me? I may not see as clearly now as I once did, but the visions have not altogether forsaken my mind. I sense some vile enterprise being plotted where you're going. You are able to stop it, which means your path must be clear. You renounce serving the cause of justice? Never. My heart is forever with the Emperor. I am a poor instrument of his will. I serve the cause of justice, but I have no right to enact it, and so I entrust this tool of judgment to you. Will you return to your domain now? Yes. Being here awakens such terrible desires within my heart. To be the bringer of justice, the passer of verdicts. I must keep the expanse safe for myself. I must return to my solitude. Emperor be with you. May it be my destined lot to attain comprehension of his ways, his wishes, and his will. Victorum, report the status of the ship. Minor damage on the outer plating of the midship hull and negligible personnel loss as a result of offensive actions by enemy boarding parties. The key systems are in order. The engineering reports impeccable compliance at the pot of machine spirits. In other words, we are fully combat ready, Lord Captain. Well, I gotta get underway. Tell me, is there any leniency in your soul for one who has strayed? Your crusade is a worthy endeavor, and I long to be a part of it. That you stand in judgment over others. I shall be your instrument. I'll give you a chance to justify even a small portion of your deeds. Oh shit, what the fuck? Secret companion? So be it. Now on, I am your follower and your smiting hand. There's no time of meaningless good luck wishes. Your distinguished guests leave the bridge in solemn and respectful silence. Hell yeah, see a bonus teammate. Then reach to speed, Lord Captain. We're ready to begin the spatial transition. Dozens of pairs of eyes hang in your every gesture, your every sigh. Every crew member awaits the bated breath, lest they miss your decisive words. Start the translation procedure. I guess that means if I was a heretic, maybe I could have gotten Winter Scale.
The ancient gate, long impenetrable for the rogue trader, was at last ready to reveal its secrets. After gathering allies and preparing to venture into the unknown, the Lord Captain plunged headlong into the darkness that held ancient nightmares. And the answers to all her questions.
Well, looks like we're fighting skeletons. Translation complete, Lord Captain. Current coordinates unknown and indeterminable. All that's left of the ship's intermediate vicinity is the dimensional gate that has long gone in passive mode and a large amount of debris. No enemies detected.
What happened to the fucking gate?
Engineers have proposed a hypothesis that it has entered some kind of recharge mode. After accumulating enough energy for new translation, it will activate again. At least that's what all of us want to believe. Badly. What kind of debris? Those are ship carcasses. Judging by their markers, they were part of the Lord Inquisitor's fleet and likely acted as a patrol force. Damage doesn't look like it came from any weapon we know. And the way the debris are scattered suggests that the battle was short. Someone attacked and destroyed every one of them in the blink of an eye. Someone who we've never even encountered before. What is this place? I can't say, your ladyship. These are unfamiliar stars. The system is not listed on our astronomical data. We're in uncharted territory. Well, we're going after the Lord Inquisitor. As you command, your ladyship. If I must just point out, the expedition equipment prepared in advance for your ladyship and your retinue has been maintained well and is ready for use on your orders. All we can do, chat, is go forward. We can only go forward into the lair of the toaster fuckers. Actually, these aren't toaster fuckers, these are the toasters. Yep, Tim, start looting. Time to begin Operation Yoink their shit. Lord Captain, we've got company. The whole brood of Xenos said they're nowhere to attack. It's in Vox transmission, so our eggheads are trying to decipher what they're babbling in their language. But you just look at these entitled pricks. Lord Captain, you're not going to believe this. The embassy requested... Nay, they demand to be admitted aboard so they can have words, but not with you. No, they want to talk with their disgraced kinsmen who you've taken under your wing. How did they even find us? Woden, the word this scum wishes to see me so badly. I'm willing to lend my ear to their pleas and hear what they have to say. You think this may be a trap? No, but it is likely to be an invitation to walk into one. And even if my kin decide to prey on your ship by boarding in such a pathetic manner, are you that afraid of them, Woden? Last phrase is dripping with scorn. You should not be. Nothing else, they will alleviate the boredom on board this Monkire rust bucket. Who let you on this channel? If you dares to refuse when I ask, Woden, your Vox operators are no exception to this rule. Alright, tell Drukhari we'll hear what they have to say. The Xenos in front of you exchange weird glances, and Kurt remarks that your Elkadator... I never got my fucking Eviscerator. Damn. Xenos in front of you exchanges weird glances, and Kurt remarks that your Elkadator cannot comprehend or capture. At least one of the Drukhari steps forward and takes off his helmet. His hair is bone white and his face is marked with tattoos. Not entirely dissimilar to Marazas. Negotiator bows deeply, not daring to look at your companion. Greetings, Mazra Asheras. Dracon of the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest, Eviscerator of Eldoris, Blaze of the Barkane Kingdom, instead of Cockroach the Pale. A smile blossoms on Mazra's face. Karel, your psionic skills have not dulled since you lost your mistress. They'll be of use to you yet. Speak. The Raving Tempest is dying. Drukhari speaks slowly, carefully choosing his words. Since the death of Archon Yamaris, our territories have been ravaged and our warriors openly attacked. Mercenaries have turned their blades against our Kabbalets, and the air is rife with rumors that our supreme patrons will soon allow our spire to be co-signed to a bloody reaping. So what do you want from me? Mazra speaks with a feigned indolence. From a Dracon cast down from his post and banished from the ranks of the Reaving Tempest. From a Drukhari banned from Kamara itself. We need a leader. We need a symbol of the power that led the Cabal to might and prosperity for centuries. The lineage of the Ajuras has not yet faded, which means is destined to return. The Reaving Tempest is calling out to you. Like being open to the lust of Salathrash. Not even real space could break in Ajuras. Your parents suggest you have plenty of prey at your disposal. Let's say I accept your offer. What use do I have for a handful of Drukari huddling behind you, Karel? Answer me, does the Reaving Tempest still live? Or is this the death rattle of the fallen? Two raids managed to hide in the tangle of the webway, and are awaiting the co-signed hour. There are Cabal troops hiding in the bowels of Kemra itself. We are biding our time. When those forces come together, it will be enough for us to take over another spire and absorb several smaller Cabals who will serve us. Decision is yours. Grace stays silent. You see the Jawless is working his hollow cheeks, but finally speaks with reluctance. I need time. I cannot wait long for your decision. Those who have found refuge in real space have been here too long. Earl's voice rings with genuine fear. We are forced to fight one another, forced to seek torment in the blood of our kin. Do not tarry. Find our base in the neighboring star system where our raid is hiding from the schemes of the Cabals. Just hurry. The voice of the Salad Throsh in our minds and our companions grows louder with each passing day. Who all wants me back? I'm very curious. How'd they even find us? I think Kyle found a way to gain access to my spies. One's left or abandoned sleeper agents on your ship. My downfall was so sudden I never had time to cover my tracks. This is a very obvious trap. It is not. A trap is what I prepared for you. An unexpected and exquisite creation of a sophisticated mind. This is an invitation to a slaughter. Girl did not even try to hide how much the Reaving Tempest hates me. Man, he is taking this shit in strides. Well, what are you gonna do? Answer the summons. Attend the meeting, look at the faces of those who have gathered there, and start rebuilding the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest. The Reaving Tempest is not dead while I still breathe, and I will make the Dark City tremble when we return there in full force. Alright, let's talk with your kin. Excellent. We have the coordinates. We know what to expect. I'll sharpen my blades. You will obviously be needed when I reunite with my kin. At least I hope so. Only level 35? Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to go talk to her. Where is she? Yeah, I want to go talk to my new companion. What's up with her? She did not get voice acting budget. Man, this is fucking weird. Pips. Sis. Picked up a Diet Coke and it says sis. Oh, that reminds me I have to write my little... So I've been writing this thing every day, chat. I'm not going to have it be an everyday thing I write in, but I have been doing it this week to kind of like get some stuff straight in my head. I forgot after this one I need to write in it, but I might, and I know I don't really want to do this, but I might put it off till tomorrow, because it's going to be framed as a dream. I think sleeping on what I want to do with it might help. I don't know, I might do half and half. I don't know. I love writing, but like, when you do it by yourself, you just kind of get like, I don't know, to me, I just kind of get like slightly depressed writing by myself, because I'm like, man, you ain't gonna make money off of this. Nobody's gonna read this shit. But I do like writing. I love it. I love writing my shit, getting everything together. We find ourselves in a grim place, Woden. It frightens me to think of the horrors that dwell here. I hope that we have enough strength to fulfill our duties to the people of the Expanse. What do you make of these systems? No human could have journeyed to a place as dire as this, wandering in a graveyard of ancient terrors whose existence strains the mind to acknowledge, touching their relics, reading their words. Who can say how it will change us? Who can say if we ought to return to inhabit worlds after this? Befouled as we are by the poison that the Xenos darkness is feeding us. You realize that when we find Calcazar, it may end up in one of us dying. Are you ready? Old Inquisitor, I once thought of him as an impeccable, pious, and devout servant of the Emperor, but he used me as a tool, and when I started doubting myself, I started doubting him. I was a monster, and I feel that he may be a monster just as terrible, and monsters must be destroyed. I'm glad you and Woden understand each other so well. You've changed. My hands no longer sow murder. My fingers are forever stained with blood. I was too high an opinion of myself. But shame pierced the shell of my hubris. I do not wish these feelings upon you, to realize that your ideals and deeds were shaped by another's manipulation. What will you do now? Subdue my wrathful spirit. My servants can see the needs of my protectorate, while I must ensure that my hands hold prayer beads rather than the reins of power, and that whatever weapon I wield, I will use it to protect the people of the Expanse instead of smiting them. Has your faith truly wavered so greatly in such a short time? No, I remain truly devoted to him, but the fire that once fueled my wrath is gone. I can see the future that I rendered with his name on my lips. It is akin to a graveyard. A field of towering statues proclaiming his glory, and not a single flaw among them, for all those who have found flaw would be lying dead. And I do not believe that humanity leading towards such a future is the Emperor's will. So, tell me why you chose to come with me. I seek forgiveness. Did far too many things that I cannot expedite or correct, that cannot be expedited or corrected. I hope, blasted Woden, I hope that out there in the darkness I shall get my chance to die with dignity and thus absolve myself from a small portion of my wrongdoings. You seem broken. You sure you're gonna be good by my side? You see a corner of Irsidina's mouth twitch, and a familiar crooked smile appears on her face as a hint of venom creeps in her voice. That my pride lies in ruins does not give a certain fledgling rogue trader the rights to look down their nose at me, embarked on hundreds of expeditions and fought hundreds of battles. And my heart yet remembers the heat that calls for the Emperor's justice to be served. When the hour comes, that we will turn to a blaze, which I shall unleash upon his enemies. Alright, thanks for your candor. So, in other words, I guess, you think I am a worthy rogue trader? I don't wish to speak ill of Theodora, but you treat people with far more grace and nobility than she ever did. Guided by your hand, your protectorate flourishes, and your people exalt you. And if it is so, then what does my opinion matter? I was impressed by your decision to grant rights to the people of your capital world. Most rulers are afraid of their subjects, but you are not one of them. Many of your position would have stopped at watching over their colonies, especially in hours bleak and difficult as ours. Thus I found the mercy you showed the refugees from the Winterskull realm all the more admirable. By allowing them on Genis, you saved millions of lives that Kalgos had forsaken. In the time of trials, the Emperor sent a true leader to the Kronos expense. Just as servants of Foulstone selflessly lit void beacons to save lost souls from death, so have you, through your tireless toils, become a beacon of hope for us all. I got Woden tears up a little bit. I got stuff to do. Keep steadfast, Woden, and be watchful of the temptations infesting the path. I literally just got told by one person who was psychotically devoted to murder. You pretty good, G. Oh my god, what are you doing?
Elantak?
John, don't stand there. I want to see someone from my retinue. Yeah, call an Argent, actually. I want to know what the Sister of Battle do in their spare time. At once. Woden, are you conditioning your body with water treatments? How commendable! Allow me to share some of that water exercise I learned at the Scholar Pagarum. Perfect. Why would I ever want to say no? Perfect. But immediately launches into suit. Let's do it. The fucking Sister of Battle Fitness Grand Pacer test, baby. I'm about to get lean. Argentina briskly explains how to stretch your muscles correctly. She makes you repeat each exercise multiple times to teach you the best way to do bends and squats. Her eyes are alight with righteous fear, and her voice rings out with conviction. She has the same dedication to completing each exercise as she does destroying heretics. Oh, come on, that game. Come on. Sister is tireless, but you do not have your stamina. Your burning muscles beg for mercy, and your legs cramp as you gasp for air. It's not exercise, this is torture. Gentle wipes sweat from her brow with an air of satisfaction. Good work, Woden. A healthy body is like a fine-tuned boiler. Oh, hold up. I need to save that picture. The fuck is it? Oh, my mentor was trying to kill me. Oh, Generally Woden working under fucking under Athena. It's just how it is. This is an exercise. It's fucking. This. Oh, it's fucking dying. Anyway, back to it. Fucking die. Alright, I gotta know, what the fuck would Adelard do in here? Give me my sin shell. My skin cell? My skin cells. That's the one. Adelard claps his hands together in a businesslike manner, and there's an ominous glint in his augmented eyes. Lord Captain, what a fortunate rarity to find you at leisure. Since you have nothing else to occupy your time, I will give you a lecture on the history of House von Valence. I would not be doing my duty if I did not start from the beginning. Yeah, fuck it, enlighten me. I look his throat and look smug. As I was saying, we shall begin with the origins of your noble lineage. Let me take it from here, Adelard. I know Woden's lineage better than most people. So it all started, right? So we gotta go back before humanity was created, right? We gotta go back to the fucking funny god people. So they were fucking about one day, and they're like, you know what'd be funny? Humans. Boom. Clap that into existence. But you can't just get to humanity. You gotta work your way towards fucking it up that fast. So they made people better than humans. Right? That's where you come in. So your family was about there. You were hanging about up there. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of people got blown up. Then your grandma decided to become queen one day of the entire fucking race. Casually pulled off. Was pretty good at it. Went crazy. Your mom, along with her sisters, then bodied her. After that, a bunch of shit happened for 1 trillion years. I don't know, something about demonic invasions. We'll get to that at some point. The point is, they blew him up. Your mom's pretty bawling, and you are now the head of something far greater than you could ever feasibly imagine. And Woden then just blinks out like, I'm sorry, what? I wasn't paying attention. So, did you say my mom killed God? Yes, several times, actually. At least twice. What? At least that's how one's going to interpret whatever the fuck comes out of this man's mouth. It's just, yeah, man, your mom just killed God at some point. She just casually bodied him. Oh, fuck. Well. Oh, I didn't have a fucking chance. There's a lost cause to try and commit the contents of Adelard's luxury memory. After an hour of names, dates, and events, it all becomes an incomprehensible jumble. Adelard's mustache twists. He peruses his lips in evident satisfaction. That's enough for today, your ladyship. Remember to leave you with a contemplation what you have learned. I don't know what the fuck he just said. Green job, why not? Shireen, I hear you are needing entertainment. Well, do not worry, I have the perfect solution. I'll show you how to combine the joys of drinking and rigors of intellectual recreation into one incredible pastime. We'll play a game of regicide. But instead of pieces, we'll use shots of Amasak. Holy shit, this game sounds fucking amazing. A little simple. When you capture an opponent's piece, you have to take a shot. Ready? Let's play. Let's see, so I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Well, I'm fucked. I'm a fucking outplayer. We'll let her take the lead. Yeah, that's about right. You intentionally place your pieces in harm's way, hoping to trick your opponent into getting drunk and throwing the game. However, Ja appears to be employing the exact same strategy. Your clever ploy eventually succeeds, and you watch as Ja's eyelids start to droop. Hold on, wait a minute. Is it your turn, or mine? Ja reaches out for a piece and knocks it over, spilling the MSEC all over the board. Tell you what, you can have this one, Shady. If I have another bottle, I think I'll fall right in this bathtub. And you wouldn't, and you don't want a corpse in your pool, do you? Wait, what was I talking about? Oh, right, I think I need to get some air. What the fuck? There wasn't anything over here before. Having scanned the surface, officers report in the remains of an exploration camp, to which a team of scouts is immediately sent. The scouting party is confused. All the equipment bears the Von Valencius coat of arms, but there is no trace of anyone other than the rogue trader's servants. Well, what happened? Scouts find traces of gunfire on the field equipment. A single unharmed data crypt is found in one of the cogitators. A group of tech priests successfully decrypt part of the data, including in order to eliminate the exploration team signed by Theodore von Valancius. Not far from the camp is a pit of charred bones and fragments of armor bearing the rogue trader's coat of arms. The scout reports leaves Adelard with conflicting feelings. Despite his certainty that her ladyship Theodore would not give such an order without good reason, his expression is somber, like a missionary who has lost his faith. The plot doth thicken. Rocky. Please tell me I can use his. Oh, shit. The rocky world is bound in ice and shrouded in a thick fog of dark clouds. Augur traced a faint signal to an area under the ice alongside a distress call whose encryption matches that of the Lord Inquisitor and his teams. Gripped it. The Lex interrogators test the code with their most severe and ingenious cannons, but a cartography revelation was beyond them. Descend and find the source. What Cinda can do. Oh no. Oh no. The funny Skelly Boys. My favorite of all the Skelly Boys. So she's a soldier and a master tactician, I gotcha. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Pretty good, pretty good. Damn, are all my bolt weapons that I have really that trash-tastic? Huh. Alright, let's get in. Welcome to the squad, Theodore. We'll find you something
I'll lay claim to
good
the stars.
eventually. But maybe. Okay then.
I have learned much in my exile.
It's transparent fitness, new, but okay. So we got super Adeptus Mechanicus out here. Several disfigured corpses in the uniforms of the Inquisition soldiers have been tossed in a grotesque pile between the cogitator and the large obelisk-like statue. The killers left no trace, but you have a nagging, oppressive feeling that the very walls are watching you. The air, thick with electricity and heavy stenches of rotting flesh, only makes that feeling worse. A message is blinking impatiently on the cogitator's vid screen. Processing, logistics analysis, ALG 547822136. Status awaiting data cataloging active information panels. Examine this baby. You ever seen a cartography machine as intricate and unorthodox as this one? Numerous sacred seals of the Agmerthic Anisec suggest that the spirit dwelling within is exceptionally cunning and powerful, privy to forbidden knowledge. Confirm the activation. All of the attention sufficient data for final cataloging, awaiting data input. Try to extract data concerning its masters. Business having served the Inquisition so faithfully is loath to part with its secrets. One after another, menacing scarlet dots light up its casing. Continue. Oh. The minefields. Your ruthless intrusion into the cogitator's memories yields the following message. Prepare for the start of Operation Precious Sentinel. The perfect vision of events may come to pass. Orders to abort the research mission and join the contingent at Fatef. Coordinates for traversing the minefields are attached. The messages and attachment contain the astronomical coordinates of a planet along with some binary code. Priority 0. Contact with the barrier squadron lost during dimensional gate recharging. No confirmation received of gate being sealed. Stay on high alert. The cogitator shrieks indignantly, lighting up with blinding red indicators and letting out a high-frequency howl. A word appears across the entire width of the vid screen. Intrusion. When ringing in your ear subsides, you realize something else. Someone's heavy footsteps. The vindicative machine spirit triumphantly displays a blinking prophetic message. Uh-oh. Ah, shit.
Die, inhuman scum!
Well. No point keeping the big boys waiting. Yo, let's show me your moves.
all too
Give
easy.
myself some iron arms.
Suits my purpose. Nothing of value has been lost. Not my specialty. Not a problem for me.
Here they come, boys.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. At your beck and call, one fewer target. I will do my grey hair, sure hair.
Fire again!
Indeed. Target well.
Not undo me.
Reduced to dust.
Easy peasy.
I understand your intent.
Run over here.
I will not be. The Emperor commands. Rejoice in service.
Damn it.
Let's see to it. Nothing stands against me.
But of course, Lord Captain.
I don't even know why I tried, man.
For the throws, I'm done with this one.
Well, let's shoot that thing.
I am not your Xenos pet.
Yeah, because the thing about Necrons, if you don't make sure they're dead, they will get back up. You little fucker.
Nothing I can't do.
You little shit.
The dynasty will rise.
target. At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. I will do my duty.
Significant.
I will not. Hidden from
Easy
my
peasy.
sight. If it serves your cause. Perish for this affront.
Oh boy.
You'll regret this.
Focus, Van Kalos. Focus.
May the Divine's will be done. You have been judged and found wanting.
Get him.
Holy terror, smite your enemies.
At this point, Von Calix, just get any other weapon. Charlie, you got any ideas?
You cannot force me, Alantag. This tedium is beneath me.
Already done. There's no
Hey, I'm doing damage.
to hide. Another clean strike.
It's fucking nothing, but
Nothing I can't do.
Are infinite.
Indeed.
fuck.
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. I will do my duty. It
Alright.
will be done. Gray hair, sure hand.
Guide me. If I must. No weakness is hidden from my sight. I understand your intent.
insulting.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Why?
I will not be deterred. The Emperor commands. And so shall it be done. Actions will speak louder than words.
The Emperor is on our side.
I won't object.
Well, Calix, we should just get you a better gun.
Naturally.
I'll see our foes obliterated. Your reckoning is due. Let's see to it.
You can't block fire to the face.
I am not your Xenos pet. My ancestors guide me.
Not what I meant to do.
Suits my purposes. All too easy. Thank you. Now where were we?
My place is at the fort. At your beck and call.
Yeah, this is a bit of a problem.
It will be done. Grey hair, sure hair.
No weakness is hidden from my sight. If it serves your cause. Ancestors guide me. If I must.
Oh, an exemplary strike.
Were it so easy.
Your end is nigh. I will not be deterred. Rejoice in service. Your defiance is futile!
Damn it.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Why are the peril of the warp showing up? Uh-oh.
Let's see to it. Nothing stands against me.
I won't object.
I am not your Xenos pet. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Ah, another one bites the dust.
I'll bring glory to my bloodline.
I can only hope Woden is smart enough to go to the back.
There's nowhere to hide.
Good enough.
Already done.
There you go,
Not a
Woden.
problem for me. Watch and learn. Suits my purposes. Nothing. Ah! Another clean strike.
Damn it. I didn't want him healing.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. At your beck and call. Victory is in the grey hair, sure hand. It will be done. An exemplary strike.
I understand your intent. Ancestors.
Fuck off and die.
The Inquisition sends their good. Thank you.
My enemies shall be crushed like dust beneath my feet. The Emperor commands. Rejoice in service. Actions will speak louder than words. Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps.
I need a foothold.
Heavily concerned just lighting him on fire again. So I am.
Let's see to it. But of course, Lord Captain. For the throne's glory.
If it serves your cause. This tedium is beneath me. Another soul slips.
Easy peasy.
All too easy. Watch and learn. Nothing I can't do. Not a problem for me. Suits my purposes.
At your beck and call. It will be done. Indeed.
If I must. Hidden from my sight. I understand your intent.
Nothing.
Damn, they've almost taken theirs out.
I will not be deterred. The Emperor commands.
Everyone, step aside.
Naturally. I won't object to it. But of course, Lord Captain.
Our only hope is just keep tearing up.
Hey,
Nothing I can't do. There's nowhere to hide. All too easy. Already done. My time is now.
It will be done. Grey hair, sure hand.
I don't know, kick
At
him.
your beck and call.
And shoot him again.
Victory is imminent.
I am not your Xenos pet. Hidden from my sight. This tedium is beneath me.
Holy terror, smite your...
And so shall it be. My fury rain down upon thee!
Damn it, Theodora.
Actions will speak louder than words. Rejoice in service. The Emperor commands.
Get over here and help, Henrix.
For the throne's glory. Nothing stands against me.
You know what? I need something from you. You should shoot that guy.
Not a problem. Watch and learn.
Woden does not have good armor pin, alright?
Suits my purposes.
At your beck and call. I will do my duty. Target well struck. Indeed. Grey hair, sure hair. It will be done.
Me. Hands.
Target down.
May the divine's will be done.
You know what? I give you full authorization to kill everything.
Me.
Reduced to dust.
Oh, nice. It died. Well, we have officially reached the pinnacle.
Challenge for me?
Let's get moving. Lord Captain, unidentified sickle-shaped ships have taken off from the planet we just left, approaching swiftly and readying their weapons for battle. Get ready. It's going to get hot in here. Ah, fuck me.
The time has come. Leave them. Onward. Leave their hulls strewn across the stars.
Bloop.
Fire right now.
Oh, fuck you. Reanimation protocols.
Torpedoes locked.
Get him, Mars.
Another salvo.
Destroyed one of each type of ship. Hell yeah.
This one's going down. Unleash our vengeful salvo.
Only 2 pods made it back, but by God did the others do something.
Lay in the course. Lead them.
Oh, you little... Technical weakness on that one.
Leave their hulls strewn across the stars. Annihilate them.
Good. Abort them.
Their fate awaits them.
Come on, boys.
Set the course.
Ah, damn. Boredom again. What the fuck? Oh, that was the fire. I was supposed to say, what the fuck happened to my boys?
They were destined for defeat and death.
Ooh. Lord Captain, what are those things? Took off from the surface of the world you landed. Never seen anything like ships like that. Never seen technologies either. We fished a trophy out of the void, a relatively intact fragment of the wreck. It's into our engine seals. Just in case, we've isolated the compartment where they're performing their comprehension liturgies. Do we know nothing about this enemy? Nothing, but tales and rumors. I've heard stories of sickle ships that reap entire squadrons like ears of grain. About crews that know no fear, and about a veil of death that shrouds them and corrodes their enemy ships like rust. Those stories aren't worth a grok's ass, though, because they also say that no one has ever survived encountering those sickle ships. If that were true, there would be anyone to tell those stories, would there? The ogre, Woden. That is what our legend calls these decrepit relics. Those walking corpses that supposedly existed even before our time. However, they are far too real to be dismissed as mere legend. And so are their cradles in this part of the galaxy, proving tempted scouts have long reported encounters with them in real space. And it bodes no good that the ogre have awakened their sleep and are attacking anything in sight. The ogre are lifeless shells. They feel no fear, no doubt. Nothing at all, in fact. Not even pain or suffering. That makes them unpleasantly dull prey. I doubt we have seen the last of them, so keep your servants on alert and do not even think of underestimating the ogre in your combat. I have seen with my own eyes what their Gauss weapons are capable of. For Monkai, facing an opponent like that would be a lethal challenge. Data available. The creatures are Nephilimix, the Omnisir's fallen angels. Citing a quote, the first machine spirits ever created by the Omnisire, where in will, in body, and in power. Unmatched in their... Hold on. I just realized I should do. Alright, hold on, chat. Where is it? There we go. I don't know, I've been feeling playing VR tonight, so gotta charge on my headset. Unmatched in their perfection, they were releasing the design of the Deus Mechanicus into being, but the pinnacle of entropy conceived by the Omnisire was fundamental. Thus, even the perfect became flawed through overabundance of their perfection. So vast were the Nephilim's abilities, and so miserable the depths of their minds, that pride tempted them. Nephilim mechs rejected the design of the Deus Machinus in favor of their own. the order of existence was defiled, and a great war of absolute destruction came. The Nephilim mechs were overthrown and exterminated, with only a few managing to hide themselves from the Omnissiah's eye by extinguishing their minds and shrouding themselves in oblivion. In their change, the Omnissiah created new machine spirits and destined them into servitude so they would remember the limitations of their power and would not descend into pride. As for the ultimate perfection, the Deus Mechanicus abolished it from the universe, and thus it is no more. Researchers told me the road trader's private library. Maybe it'll give us insight. Hours long silence falls. Your order is being executed. Alas, the Vox comes to life again. The ship, the Carto Atrofax, claims to have found mention of Xenos similar to the ones encountered. The manuscripts refer to them as Necrons. What is this trophy we've acquired? Is it lost? I say it's a gift born from the Omnissiah's wisdom, but its image was perfect. Therefore it was eroded by corruption and unbelief, whatever that means. Your Mother Conclave has gone to a date of meditation to produce a resolution regarding the admissibility of using this item. Well, screws morale. Give out additional rations so you showed valor in battle. This is only just starting. As you will, Lord Captain. I'm dying. Burn the hole. Upgrade my baby. Nice. Well, now that we're unstoppable.
The whispers sound distant. The future is uncertain.
Uh-oh. Oh boy.
Lay in the course.
Heading into maximum overdrive.
Leave them.
Nice.
Torpedoes locked.
Oh shit.
Yes, I'm almost insulted by how little health these guys have now. It'll be alright, boys.
Leave their holes strewn across the stars.
Fuck that guy.
This one's going down. Onward. Another salvo. And so it will be with anyone who stands in our way. Unleash your vengeful salvo.
Boop. And then warp forward. Drive at the enemy so we may hit them with our sword.
I hear their dying pleas in the void.
He made that, but he's going down swinging.
Nobody survives battle with this void ship. Set the course.
Fire.
Lead them. I hear their dying pleas in the void. Locked.
Jesus, Woden, we are a monster.
Fire the large batteries.
Literally did not stand a chance.
Another salvo. Lead them. Unleash our vengeful salvo.
Hey, boys.
The time has come. And so it will be with anyone who stands.
Easy peasy. The Blackheart is here. What a surprising turn of events. You seem to be enjoying this. Of course. The blood has spilt long before we set foot on the planet where the meeting will take place. I look forward to sinking my blades in the flesh of my kin, or seeing them kneel before me. The laughter becomes guttural. Oh yes, I'm enjoying this little adventure. Come, Woden, let us delay no longer. Okay. Most of the surface is covered in icy dunes with greenish highlights. First, officers aboard the vessel decide the unusual color of the ice is due to the quirk of the atmosphere. Here comes evidence that the source of the highlight is a group of monstrous pyramidal structures writhed in emerald fire. Examining them in detail with magnooculars is seen one of the monoliths is damaged. A device on its wall emits an energy beam at a similar pyramid not far from itself. Examine them. Von Valencia scouts approach the monoliths with as much care as possible, fearing the appearance of an enemy. A small servitor sent to gather data about the energy beam clearly demonstrates the destructive power of this xenotechnology. After carelessly making contact with the beam, it instantaneously broke apart into minuscule pieces. It's curious that the second pyramid is still intact, and with the only matter of the source of the beam is being destroyed. Study the surviving monolith. The energy beam barely reflects off the dark metal of the pyramid. Occasionally, a scarcely visible wave runs across the surface of the monolith's walls, after which the material appears to become even smoother, as if one monolith is feeding the other, not destroying it. A few scouts decide to come close in order to better examine the phenomenon. Scouts come too close to the monolith. Their presence seems to attract the beam, and their bodies quickly fall apart much like the servitor previously did, while it begins to crumble into blocks, and the remainder of the team has swiftly left the area. Weird. Cool. Confusion reigns among the Void ship's auger operators. The unidentified emissions keep disappearing and then reappearing on their scanners. At first, it seems the sandstorms are to blame for this, hiding the source of the radiation. New explorers easily overcomes these storms and begins studying the surface. As their account suggests, the planet remains littered with broken and mangled xenos of origins. Insect-like constructs flicker among the ruins like static on the manufacturing cognitator. Their black metallic bodies are equipped with grappling blades which bring to mind the spindly legs of a spider. With each appearance, the device looks more and more distorted, bent, and sometimes even appears directly in the remnants of the walls or overlap with each other. The only stable thing in this structure is a deep hole with a melted rock in its center. Whatever purpose this structure served for the Xenos, the meteorite destroyed it long before the arrival of the rogue trader. You deserve this, baby. Magnus Hammond volunteers to lead an observation team. His passion for the Xenos borders on heresy, and he takes a long time after his return to report to Lord Captain. Later, Pascal admits that he is discouraged by the gap between scientific accomplishments of the Xenos and the capabilities of modern tech priests. Ooh, Necron ring. The greenish glow of the gigantic ring, made from the unknown materials, flows to the windows of the captain's bridge. Void instruments measure a whole spectrum of various emissions. Sometimes the dull green is clouded by the object of space dust, or is bent by gravitational waves. The object most closely resembles a portal, yet what's passing through it cannot be clearly defined. Send in a team. Additional equipment and a close position allows the team to understand part of what's happening. Portal seems to resemble the gate devices used by the Eldari and Drukari, only made of a different material. The metallic shine of the ring alternates with the darkness of large blocks of stone, reminiscent of the material that makes up the famous Cadian pylons. Analysis of the wave signature indicates that the construct was once used part of the weblay in the Eldari system of pathways. However, in its current condition, the portal is not fit for transporting vessels. It's unstable and often begins unleashing dangerous cosmic objects. Instead of transports, the gate spews forth dark-like waves and deadly breaths of incandescent gas, latter taken from a star's photosphere. Observe the anomaly. Arcs of incandescent star gas burst from the ring, piercing the darkness of the space, reflected by the surface of other celestial bodies in the systems. At times, dark light waves bend the edges of the portal, but they are quickly restored thanks to the enigmatic flowing metal. Then lashes of purple clouds, dissected by threads of lightning, appear at the center of the ring. Unseen force prevents them from reaching the other side of the portal as the blocks of blackstone become covered in purple scarlet illumination. If the ring truly were a portal, it is not fit to serve as one any longer. Stellar heat and gravitational force forbid any vessel from passing through it. According to the ship's astropaths, the purple clouds are even more dangerous phenomenon, indicating that the powers of the warp are eager to flow out of the portal into real space. As if to highlight its deadliness, with the next wave of dark light, the portal throws out the shattered remains of an unidentified void ship. It's hard to believe that civilization capable of making this underwent such a decline. Mine. The auger reveals two Xenoships hurtling through the cloud of cosmic dust. A message is coming from one of the alien vessels, encrypted Vox frequency used by the Von Valancius dynasty. According to the transmission, Lady Theodore's people are aboard the Xeno ship. Of course, a report on them. The augurs are spotting more and more Xenos vessels, but most of them are in a strange state of dormancy. Are they asleep? Dead? Cautiousness dictates not to test this hypothesis. Thankfully, the nebula in the system could allow the dynasty flagship to evade danger. Establish Vox contact. The same request for help keeps coming back. We are alive, we are fighting, we need support. Well, let's get in there, boys.
This void ship will not be defeated.
Let's do it, boys.
Set the course. Fire the launch battery. Torpedoes launched.
If only we could twist this thing.
Leave their hulls strewn across the stars.
Fire.
This one's going down. Annihilate them. Lay in the course. Fire right now. Onward.
Uh-oh.
Bleed them. Macro cannon fully.
That is anything less than epic. Okay, let's not turn on the other two. Nice, you can't aim.
Fire right now. Fire the lance battery.
Fact, I can't ram him.
Unleash your vengeful salvo. The time has come. Lay in the course. Another salvo.
See how well this goes for me. Bring it, fuckers. Bring it, you damn toasters.
Leave their hulls strewn across the stars. Lead them! Set the course.
Hey, hold this for me.
Macro cannons fully. Lay in the course. This one's going down.
Damn. My boy safely returned. Oh man, I thought that meant he was falling apart. Well, damn it all.
Leave them. Set the course.
Perfect.
Leave their hulls strewn across the stars. Annihilate them. Torpedoes locked.
Come on, boys, get back here. Come on, drive right into those asteroids. Come on.
Fire the lance batteries! Onward!
Bloop. Damn. That's about all I got. I don't know where my boys are going, but they are going there.
Lay in the course!
Forward.
Unleash our vengeful salvo!
My boys are desperately just trying to get fuel. Don't go into the blue. Thank you. My boy is walking through a minefield of bullshit.
Nobody survives battle with this void ship.
Come here.
This one's going down. Onward! Fire right now!
Man's out here really bullying the fucking escape vessels, huh?
This one's going down. The time has come.
It's gonna hurt.
Onward. Annihilate them.
Good, good. Guess they don't care about my poor retreating boys. Oh, yeah, just blow them up.
Fire the large batteries. Torpedoes locked.
Feels so bad seeing my boys desperately try to get in this fucking ship.
Lead them. Set the course. Leave their hulls strewn across the stars.
Reload the cannons. Fire again.
Fire the large battery.
Ah, shit.
Unleash your vengeful salvo. The time has come.
Fire.
Lead them. Set the course. Fire right now.
A worthy contribution to Lady Theodora's legacy.
The Xenos are defeated and your men board the enemy ship, cutting their way through the bulkheads to split loose, or to the signal. Find the decaying remains of the Von Valancius boarding party. One of the corpses clutching a voxcaster, sending the voice of the dead out into the void. All of them fell many decades ago. Ooh. Data slate and a weapon that belonged to the commander of the boarding party were recovered from the dead man's belongings. The words, "Hope is poison, kill it, and death becomes easy and desirable," were scratched on the stock. The contents of the data slate. You found a single warning given by Lady Theodore. The boarding party was to command to infiltrate the Xenos vessel and halt the enemy until the Dynasty flagship withdraws to a safe distance. Bring the remains of the flagship and give them a proper burial. A prayer of service of fallen is broadcast through the flagship. The following days, people line up to utter the monitors in the ship's chapel. Onwards and upwards, lads.
Shall stand in my way.
None are better at searching.
Looks like the Drukhari got fucked up. The Drukhari look foreign against the background of the gorge. Long black figures that watch you closely and grip their weapons. Warriors of the Cabal of the Raven Tempest are tracking your every move, apparently ready for anything. The warm welcome of my kin. Mazra's mouth twists in contempt, but I can feel their fear. It is a good sign. You know the Xenos in the spit golden mask, the figure who presided over your fake inquisitorial trial emerged from the haze of anguished memory, shrouded in parasitic-induced gloom. Nazaraka, Archon of the Black Heart. In the flesh. What a surprise. Mazra's voice is deliberately calm, but you catch a note of genuine surprise, even amusement. That's the last thing he was expecting. Archon would hardly deny himself the pleasure of taking part in a raid. A raid, Monkai. Not a hunt for a single fugitive. Charlotte almost recoils under Nazarek's gaze, either the fear or disgust. I remember him. It was to him I answered in that trial to Kamara. She trails off and grimaces in anger. You gave me, foolish whelp. The mere sound of Nazarek's voice gives you an itchy feeling in your head where the brain-eating maggot was once nestled. Karel was not lying when he claimed you would be stupid enough or brazen enough to show yourself before the Raven Tempest again. Or rather, before the new ranks of the Blackheart. Who's that? Sensora, the last succubus from the cult of the Fatal Thirst that ruled the arena. It was she who suggested I join the blood-stained postulates instead of decorating her chambers with my innards. My rebellious toy. Sensora's voice rings with unimaginable shades of cruelty. You did not honestly think your ridiculous escape from the cult that had graciously given you refuge would be forgiven, did you? What are all you guys doing here? Indeed, Nazarek. What are the great Archon and his pet succubus doing here? Nazarek is in no hurry to reply, running a finger along the edge of his blade and gazing intently at Mazara. I have come to teach you a lesson, whelp, to make an example out of you in the presence of the rest of your wretched cabal, which the Blackheart has graciously accepted into its ranks. Something familiar about Nazarek's face and movements. To understand you've seen the same lurching gesture, same twitching in Mazara after he withered, driven insane by the unceasing whisper of the warp. Seems the Archon has spent too long in real space. So the remains of the Raven Tempest has joined a different cabal? You have spoiled your pet, Mazara, a Monkai that dares to speak in the presence of Eldari. You could have at least sewn its mouth shut so it would not offend your ears with its ceaseless yapping. Yazra betrayed and offended their cabal, one of their weakness and irrelevance. The other is his pathetic performance at the Obsidian Court in alliance with the Monkai. To call oneself a Raven Tempest these days is to be dishonored. Former members may pass into death or to servitude of a different master. Archon Nazarek granted his favor to the scum who once served the Ashraths. I gave them the privilege of joining the Blackheart, the greatest cabal of glorious Kamara. But only if they tracked down and brought the last surviving member of the former Archon's line. the last living Azuras. Your former warriors have done their part. They're not without assistance from the witches, the fatal thirst. There's no reason to deny them credit. The creaking of gloves as Mazra's hand clutches his blade grip. A telltale sign he's not merely annoyed, but beside himself with fury. Mazra's face is a complex mask of emotions. Rage, astonishment, and realization. He begins to speak, his voice unusually hoarse and quiet. The words meant only for Nazra's ear. You were not planning to overthrow Yamras. You're not planning to make me join the new Archon of the Raving Tempest from the beginning. You only wanted to destroy my cabal. The Raving Tempest, such a grand name for a pile of rubbish led by a haughty bitch. Sniveling wretch thought she could bend the laws of Kamra to extract the cabal from the protection of the Blackheart. No one rejects our favor without consequence. I had just begun putting raids on the Spire, when who should come to me? You, the Paul's Dracon, who longed to reign the favor of the Blackheart. You asked for an alliance to bolster the loyalty of the Raving Tempest. You pledged your alliance. I confess, for a moment, I even dared the thought of instilling you as Archon. But that moment melted away at the thought of tearing the Raving Tempest apart from the inside without having to lift a finger. Played us like a damn fiddle! You were the one who suggested holding a fake trial for Yamras. No matter the outcome, you promised to condemn her in the name of the Blackheart, your voice being second only that of Asbel Vecht himself. You let me set the stage with my own hands. His voice trembles with admiration and rage, and you delivered the verdict, stripping the Raving Tempest of its Dracon and showing the others that the Cabal had made a mistake and grown weak. I do understand correctly that one Xenos gang devoured another Xenos gang, just to indulge the maniacal whims of one Xenos ringleader. To put it succinctly, yes. It baffles me how the enemies of humanity did not wipe each other out centuries ago. Yeah, I'm wondering that too. About the Nocturne of Oblivion. What did he do during it? Nazar gives you an exasperated look, but does not deign to reply. He does not know, Woden. Mazra answers you mockingly. The great Archon of the Blackheart did not have the slightest idea what the Abaddon was doing at his little trial. You forget yourself, whelp! For a brief moment, a spark of rage surfaces under Nazarok's mass of arrogant tranquility. So the Raving Tempest was doomed from the start? Our crumb was known long before the story began. One Azuras brought the wrath of the Blackheart upon their cabal. The other became the first pillar to fall at my command. Now the remnants of the cabality, still loyal to Vecht, put an end to the history of the departed cabal. They brought me to you, and they will drag you back to Kamra in chains. Even the Calabots of the Raving Tempest are in no hurry to carry out the wills of their new patron. You notice the looks directed at Mazra. It seems his arrival has made some turncoats question their choice. You claim all the work is done for you, Xenos, but why, then, are you behaving as though you've been stuck in real space for too long? As brings conclusion, tilts his head and lets out a amazed chuckle. By the sun's light, you're not wrong! You're a wizard! What happened, Nazrak? Why did the mighty Archon of the Blackheart not remain lurking in the webway, but instead chose to crawl out into Salenthrash's hunting grounds? Has he been driven out? The mask of calm vanishes from Nazaruk's face, revealing the contempt of a raging maniac. Now the word Azeroth, and your future torment will multiply by my hands. Who are you to interrupt me, outcast? Mazra hurls each word into the open air like a well-circulated blow. You, head of the Obsidian Court, are too old and decrepit to risk wasting your life force out in real space. And yet here you are, Nazrak. Because of the lowly gladiator from the Iridia? Or perhaps because the Cabalite who escaped the Dark City with his life in spite of your sins, and who thus made a mockery of the Ashbal Vex Cabal? You've been cast out of Kamran until you correct your blunder. The wave of voices ripple through the air of the Cobwebs of the Raving Tempest. Satharash, who's watching the altercation, grins reflectively. Nazrak freezes like a statue. Well, meet? Nazrak looks around, his lips curving. How does it feel to be the attack dog of the Archon who has fallen out of favor with Vecht himself? How long will you be kept here, huddled together with your crumbling overseer? Do you still believe he will not feed you to Salenthrash when you are no longer needed? Most likely along Nazarok. Cars behind us, the Raving Tempest, not allies of the Blackheart, but cattle to be slaughtered to keep Nazarok alive. Woden is right, is she not? Mazra shifts his gaze toward Kara. How long have you been trying to convince yourself that handing over your brothers in arms to this decrepit wreck is the only way to survive them? Hoping to buy mercy by degrading yourself as a mere plaything? Cowardice and sycophancy are your new names, envoy of the Reaving Tempest. Kara is clearly taken aback by the statement. He draws back, glancing at the cabalets around him. So smarting from the Amaran interrupting your trial, Nezrek? Are you making the Reaving Tempest do your dirty work and go along with the Araban's will, even though it was he who helped Mazra escape Kamara? What? He's trying to incinerate you with his glare. Mazra turns to you, looking more puzzled than the Archon, but recovers in time to don an arrogant expression. How cunning! The little rabble can be fed to the angry Harlequins, and you can reap the fruits of their labors. It smiles looks as if she didn't say something, but she stops herself in time, hiding a smile. The Kara freezes. There's genuine horror in his face directed at Mazra. Servants of Kara have allied themselves with Altharash? He looks back at his companions, clearly distraught at the mention of the Harlequins. It is enough. Life was spared for a purpose. It is time to fulfill it. Not for groveling before the doomed, but to die free on my own terms and remain a dead man's plaything. Vect will not forgive those who dare challenge the Black Heart. Vect will not care about a massacre with no survivors. Have at them, sisters and brothers.
I'll wipe you from the face of the galaxy.
Hell yeah. Gritty lads, about to be one hell of a rumble.
Ancestors guide me. Another soul slips beyond the veil. Fortune favors the swift.
Just keep firing now.
I'll tear your heart out. An exemplary strike. It is him. Kneel before me, prating.
Damn it.
Behold. High momentum.
Nothing I can't do. My tactics are flawless.
Howdy, gentlemen. We're to reach you about your extended car warranty.
I'll bring glory to my bloodline. There's nowhere to hide. Alone. Aha! Another clean strike.
Let me educate you on the art.
Alone.
I will tear your heart out for this.
Bring it.
Nothing I can't do. There's nowhere to hide.
Your suffering will just leave me.
You didn't stand a chance.
Oh, God.
All to nothing.
Woden cannot be stopped.
Nothing I can't do. You didn't stand a chance. suits my purpose.
I will tear your heart out for this. A pathetic attempt.
I am fear incarnate.
Weakness is hidden from my sight.
Fuck you.
Horror awaits.
They essentially just watched a Monkai roll through and just start whipping ass, dog.
Vengeance will be swift.
At your beck and call.
You've unleashed my fury.
It will be done.
Let me educate you on the art of pain.
At your beck and call. Grey hair, sure hand.
Tear your heart out for this.
Oh, I'm sure.
See to it. A work for a flesh crafter. I won't object to it. Let's see to it. You've unleashed my fury. I won't object to it. But of course, Lord Captain.
Armamentum.
My mastery is unsurpassed.
My ears are ringing.
Man down.
Malice drive.
Pay for this in blood.
Attack! Another clean strike.
Sharpshooter, huh? That's what we call those.
Your last stroke of luck.
Stop trying, monkey.
Crank you under the keel for that.
I'll make you.
I'll take it.
If it serves your cause. Fortune favors the swift. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Foolishness, Dante.
Warrior of anguish. I'm not a vessel for pain. I am its master. Watch. With grace.
Boom.
Perfect killing strike. What a useless plaything. Broken already? I refuse to bow.
Forge ahead.
Well, you boys have fun with that.
Already done.
Woe to you.
Return the pain tenfold.
I won't go down easily.
Carnage beckons. I know your torment. Skill is lacking.
It will be done. At your beck and call. I took care of this one. Indeed. At your beck and call.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Cool. Then I'll light her on fire.
Naturally.
Just a minor.
You call this a strike?
Y'all can't aim for shit, can you?
If it serves your cause.
Boom!
Ancestors guide me.
Mazra shakes the blood off his blade and turns to surviving Drukhari. His voice booms like thunder. Who else dares question my right? No, Achan Mazra. The Azura family has led the cabal of... has been chosen to lead the cabal of the Reaving Tempest. Think Mazra could return to Kamara? Achan Yamras, Achan Nezrak, and the cult of the Fatal Thirst. These are compelling reasons to make any who doubt the Azrak or wish to hinder his line bite their tongues, lest they become its next victims. Compelling enough to force Kamara into accepting Akaran Mazra. Cabal has been crushed, nearly wiped out completely. Kamara is a death trap for your kin, so tell me, Dark One, are you purposely luring the fallen Dracon back so you have something to bargain with when the minions of your Supreme Overlord come for your head? Fallen, risen. Karl shakes his head condescendingly. Those who now fear to rise their head against our enemies will follow the Azuras. There are many as Yamras once had, and her army of lackeys drove out most who wished to overthrow her. We will see who comes for the Reaving Tempest Reborn. We will see who comes to die. What of me? Still have need of your aid, Mazra. Oh, please, let the Xenos sink off in the woodblade and leave us and our crew in peace. You must act swiftly. Gather survivors and go back to Kamra and find those loyal to the Tempest. Eliminate the trainers and renegades. Find the cabal that can be consumed to start preparations for the raid. When I return, we will strike. What? They're not coming with us? Going to stay with... Usual look that is part disgust and part anger. Master chuckles and seizes Kara by the chin in a fluid motion. His actively gentle act causing the white-haired Drukhari to flinch and then go still. Patience, my pet. Concentrate on your duties, and I'll be back with you before you know it. Karl hesitates before muttering a reply, unable to tear his gaze away from the burning eyes of his overlord. Instructions will be carried out to the letter, Achan Mazra. One by one, the Drukhari silently disappear amidst the devastation and traces of battle. You hear the roar of engines in the distance as the predatory silhouettes of the Xeno ship start rising into the sky. I've had enough of this, Woden. Let's go back to the ship as soon as we collect our trophies. Later, you and I will have a talk.
Victory awaits.
Let's get the hell off this planet. Well, let's have that talk, my man.
Rogue trader.
Reeve reports that you were attacked by some creatures from the shadow.
I have some recollection. What is it to you?
It just occurred to me. Well, you finally dealt with your last enemy. What's next?
This concept of next is useless here. When the time comes, I will return to Kamara and claim the Archon's throne, the seat that is mine by right. But for now, I will remain here by your side. I sense much blood and suffering to come. It would be a shame for me to miss it. Then go. I will find something to amuse myself with.
Like, that says we failed to make Planetfall. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure we did, game. But, okay. Anyway, chat, that's going to do it for tonight. I hope everyone had a very good time. We know we did. And we will see all of you, possibly, tomorrow. But until then, hope everyone had a good time. And we will see you next time. Later, mates.